Turkish status. It's called Letter to the Sultan of the Turkish Empire, something like that. And it's a very interesting painting because it actually expresses the way. So, kind of. Well, sorry, I had your stream over and it broke me, broke my um,
Oh yeah, my yeah, my
tempo.
shit got fucked. My stream got fucked really hard. My internet is being shit right
Sorry,
now.
sorry. What I'm trying to say is that I can send you a link. Let me send you a link. You can read about it real quick. Letter to Empire. Okay, so you just I'm gonna send you the link, okay?
Okay.
You can read about it. So back in the day, I'm gonna teach you a little bit in history right now.
Okay.
Back in the day, Turkey was trying to invade Ukraine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because Ukraine is one of the next points after Turkey, after the Turkish Empire. Like the Turkish Empire, you go a little bit north and you find the Crimean Peninsula, you find the Black Sea.
Okay.
Right? So the Turkish Empire, when they were invading, they tried to invade Ukraine, and Ukraine, as always, we were a very strong population. Maybe other people think we were not. Other people think we were. I'm not sure because I didn't live in that time.
Mm-hmm.
But here comes the point. The point is that there's this letter, and the letter says basically something like this. Let me find it. Basically, the Ukrainian soldiers, which were by the time they were Zaporohian Cossacks, which can be translated as Kozake Saporohe, which will be said in Ukrainian, Kozake Zaporohe, or Cossacks of Saporog. I don't know how to say it in English. You understand what I mean? I know how to say it in Ukrainian. Kozake Zaporohe. But the point is that they said basically that the Turks can go to hell, blah, blah, blah. That's not the point. The point is that we got invaded by Turks, and our country, or people were enslaved. Are we blaming those Turks for what they did? We're not. So what is the point of the black people and the other, like, I don't know how to say it, like the black people, the Mexicans, everyone that is blaming the white people for what we did? Okay, we did something wrong, I understand that. But what is the point of blaming us for something that happened 200 years ago or 100 years ago? There's no point. It's a generation over. It happened, it's not anymore. You understand what I mean?
Sure. I mean, I can't really speak to anything about the Ukrainian stuff because I don't know anything about your history or what happened between you and Turkey, so I can't speak to any of that. I guess in the United States, the reason why the people still complain about it is because I guess the effects of a lot of that old shit are still felt today and still influence society today. Is why people complain about it now. I don't think that most.
Where are they felt today? Where are they felt today?
I mean, in the lives of the average black person.
Okay, in the education system, when a black person gets 250 points in the SAT extra because he's black, and when Asian person gets 50 points of penalization because he's Asian, that's where he felt it. That's actual racism towards white and Asian people. Do you understand that?
I understand what you're saying, but the problem is you're looking at it like at the point of the test, right? And at the
yes, but no. We're talking about equality. Equality does not mean inequity. You understand what I mean? So if we want equality, it doesn't matter. Like, I mean, let me be honest with you. If I have, let's say, SAT of 1300, 1300, and you have an SAT of 1300, and I'm black. I understand that if I'm from a low background, without a father, from a poor neighborhood, I understand that I'm gonna be picked. But why should I be, like, you understand what I mean? Like, if the same score is applied, there's an understanding for you understand what I mean? You look for a fuck. I'm trying to explain this. If we have both 1300, and I come from a very poor neighborhood, I understand that you choose me over the black kid. But if I have 300 points under than the white kid, I don't see why you have to choose me. Like,
so I think your question is kind of about affirmative action in general, right? Is kind of what you're.
It's not about affirmative action. Before that, it was about why do white nations have to suffer from the blame and the hate we do?
I don't think anybody's asking for anybody to suffer, or reasonable people aren't. I think that people are just kind of asking for people to kind of help to balance things out a little bit.
There's nothing to balance, man. Like, the colonialism happened 150 years ago, not 200, 150 years ago. How long do we have to wait until this is settled? How long do we have to suffer? How long do we have to take their scam into our countries?
Do you think that you're going to have the same opportunities in your life as somebody with the last name Hilton or Kardashian?
People are born in different backgrounds. I accepted that.
Okay.
But the same way as the son of Will Smith will have a better opportunity than me.
Okay.
I'm pale as fucking milk. I'm pale as milk.
Okay.
And no one gifted me anything.
Okay.
In my life, I earned everything from the point of my birth to this point that I'm right now. I have 30 grand in my bank account. I can link you a picture if you want.
Sure.
I don't give a fuck. You want it?
No. I mean, I believe you. I'm just saying that.
No, I mean, from the point of I was born to this point, I earned everything from sweat and blood. And Will Smith's son, what is his name? Jaden Smith.
Mm-hmm.
He probably has a better life than me.
Okay.
He sure has a better life than me. Am I complaining about that? No. So here comes the point. Since I'm not complaining about him, why they have to complain about everyone else? Like I lived poor all my life. I never complained about other people. Now that I have the opportunity to work, why? I realize that all these people that complain, they just never, they never really tried. I don't know. Like, it's just my point of view. What do you think?
So I think the problem is, if you have a community of people that are all disproportionately affected by some condition, and those people as recently as 100 years ago...
We're talking about, condition. We're talking about spinal paralysis or...
No, we're socioeconomic status.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So we're talking about something that actually does not exist if you look around actual statistics.
Well, what do you mean?
Like, okay, social economics. What I'm trying to say is that, okay, maybe there's more per percent. There's more black people that are on food stamps. There's more black people that are on, how to say, per 100,000. Per 100,000, there's more people that are on food stamps. Per 100,000, there's more people that are in, how to say, what's the name of it when you're poor?
EBT, electronic benefits. I mean, food stamps, WIC, welfare.
Well, welfare, whatever. What's the name of it? When you are under the minimum wage, you can. I'm too drunk and my English is not really good.
How do you say it in Russian? And maybe someone in chat can translate.
Nah. It's not said in Russian. It's said. Well, I can say it in Spanish. Is um, umbral de pobreza. ¿Puede alguien traducirlo? Umbral de pobreza. Poverty rate. Yes,
Oh,
poverty rate.
okay.
So, there's more black people under the poverty rate than white people. I understand, but if you look overall the numbers, there's many more people. Like without the percentage, there's many more white people that are poor. There's many more white people that are under poverty rate in numbers. So what are we doing right now? Is this racial? No, what do you call what the social justice word is called right now? Systematic racism. Like if there's more people, more white people being poor, how is this targeting the black people?
Well,
Like I don't
the
understand.
only thing that matters is the percentage. The raw number doesn't matter, right?
Okay. You're coming to the same place as other people did before, and if you come to the percentage, like percentages, we can say that Hitler had his reasons to fucking start World War II because the major percentage of Jewish people had the major percentage of welfare. Like we cannot talk about percentage if we don't talk about race. You understand what I mean?
Well, kind of, but statistically, I mean, like I can give you examples. Let's say you have a room full of 100 white people and a room full of there's 100 white people and there are 10 black people. And let's say that you pick out the worst 15 people of the room and you pick out 6 white people and 9 black people, right? If 9 out of 10 of the black people made the list,
That's not a legitimate. If you say 6 white people and 6 black people, I don't understand. But 6.
Okay, well, let's say that then. Let's say 6 white people and 6 black people. So some 60% of your black population, but only 6% of the white population made the list of the worst people, right? The percentages there are more important than the raw numbers, right?
Okay, I always was advocate for them. How to say for them statistics because statistics show actual reality. It doesn't show the day per day. You can find black people that a black person that is very good and is very successful, and the next day you can find a black person that is very how to say very unsuccessful and it's very bad. It doesn't matter. You can have multiple combinations. It doesn't matter. But here comes the point. Statistics mean truth, and here comes the point. The statistic is that the system favors black people in terms of education, in terms of social help. How do you call it? Social help. How do you call that?
Social mobility? You're talking about changing classes?
No. And help, food stamps.
Social welfare?
Social welfare, whatever. Social welfare. So the system helps black people in social education, in social welfare. The system helps black people also right now. It helps black people in social integration, because if you look at the current events that's been going on, what you basically see is that white people as being treated racist. Like anything you do is considered racist. Look at the guy. It was like one day ago, today, I don't know. Like this guy was walking through the campus and some Muslim girls started screaming that he was a racist and he did not have the right to be there. Like imagine what will happen if a white girl did that to like a Muslim guy or a Muslim girl. Like it doesn't have no color. Like we as white people are being misrepresented and mistreated in this world, and you cannot deny that. If you deny that, like I don't know what to say. Like you're not being what's the name? What's the name when you don't? I don't know. Like if you deny that we as white people are not being mistreated and we're not being misrepresented in this current part of the time, you're not being person that looks to the problem from a lost the word. When you're not subjective to any kind of what's the name when you're not subjected to any kind of prejudice.
Being objective?
Objective, yeah. You're not being objective, sorry. I'm sorry. English is my fourth language. It's kind of difficult to express myself. So you're not being objective if you don't accept that white people are being oppressed.
I don't think
You don't think so?
I don't think white people are being oppressed. No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Why?
Because white people seem to be doing good in every single metric in the United States compared to other people of color.
Okay, maybe it's because of our decisions.
Maybe. Do you think that somebody born to a poor family has a higher chance of being poor than somebody born to a wealthy family?
I was born to a poor family.
That's one person. Do you think that a person born to a poor family has a decent chance of becoming poor rather than a person born to a wealthy family?
Just gotta think.
So do you think that every single person that is born in a poor family and remains poor is stupid?
No, you gotta think about what you do. You gotta make your decisions.
Okay, but don't you think it's a little bit easier if you're born into a wealthy family to remain wealthy rather than...
Of course it's easier to be wealthy if you're born in a wealthy family, but nothing is granted, bro.
What do you mean nothing is granted?
Like, you know how many people win the lottery and after a couple of years they are, what's the name of it?
Broke?
Broke.
Sure,
No,
but
broke,
winning
no,
the lottery is a lot different than being born into wealth, because being born into wealth
No,
implies...
I'm trying to say that having wealth does not mean that you are going to be wealthy.
I think that there's,
Like
but
Trump,
we're speaking, we're
listen,
speaking in
Trump-
percentages.
Trump
right?
Trump got a small loan of $1 million, which is kind of a joke, but let's be honest here. He got a small loan of $1 million, and he actually bankrupted a bunch of his fucking companies. And if he was more careless, he probably would have been broke by now. He would be like fucking homeless nigger. But sorry, he would be probably kind of like a homeless idiot somewhere around like.
Okay, but we're talking about averages. We're talking about statistics and averages, right? I would say that on average, a person born into a middle-class family has a higher chance of remaining middle class than a person born into a poor family has a chance of becoming middle class. Do you disagree with that?
Yes, I agree with that, but here comes the point.
Okay.
You know the three rules to not be poor in this country.
What's
Which
that?
are they?
I don't know.
Rule number 1, get your high school degree. Rule number 2, get a job. You know what's rule number 3?
What?
Don't get kids before you're married.
Okay.
So following those 3 rules by some university, I'm not able to name right now because I'm too drunk, but some university I remember find out that if you follow those 3 rules, you're not gonna be in the poverty line, because it's like,
Okay, but the chances of you following those rules are largely dictated on where you're born.
fuck off. No one fucking tells you to get knocked off when you're fucking 16.
No, but it's all
Nobody
about
tells
it's
you
about
to top
percentages.
off.
No, but it's about
nobody tells you to-
percentages.
No, fuck off. No one, like, am I fucking eating the ear of some Detroit kid telling him to drop off of high school? No, I'm not. No one is telling that kid to drop off of high school.
But he is much more likely to drop out of high school than a person born into
Get the high school degree, get a job, and don't have kids before you're married. Those are the 3 rules. That's it. Like, you're not gonna be poor if you do that. What is so difficult to understand from those things? It's not even the rules. It's fucking common sense. It's fucking common sense, man. Like, you just gotta think logically.
I mean, I guess so, but again, the chances of you not following those rules is going to be a lot higher based on where you were born into. Is what I'm trying to say.
Like, I'm not trying to sound like stereotypical. Like
What?
I'm not trying to sound stereotypical.
Well,
Like
but
you
we have
know,
to talk about
listen.
statistics. Like we have to talk about the.
I was raised in a very bad neighborhood,
Okay.
and like for example, a guy got stabbed right in front of my school when I was getting out.
Okay.
Getting out, I got stabbed. He was picking up his kid. He got stabbed, and that's for example one of the things that happened. Many other things happened, like for example, I got robbed multiple times in my neighborhood when I was growing up. It doesn't really matter where you grow up, it matters what you do. You cannot take the personal responsibility from people. Like, everyone knows what they're doing. You cannot just say it's because where they grew up. It's not where they grew up, it's what they do. You know that selling drugs is wrong. You know that killing is wrong. You know that not going to school is wrong.
Okay, I understand. I understand what you're saying now. I think that my rules for being wealthy, honestly, I would say that there is a 3-step plan. I would say rule number 1 is I don't think you need to graduate high school. I think you can get a GED. Rule number 2,
No.
I would
GED
say,
also works. What I'm trying
yeah,
to say is
okay.
that you have to
So
have a
GED
high
because
school
it's easier.
degree or
And then,
something
yep.
similar.
And then rule number 2, I would say have a kid before getting married. And then rule number 3, I would say you should be a professional streamer on Twitch TV because that worked for me. I think that anybody can do it. I don't think I'm exceptionally talented at broadcasting games. Those would be my 3 rules for wealth because I did it.
That opinion is kind of subjective in your point of
Why?
view.
No way. Why can't everybody just do what I did?
Because what I'm trying to say is it's proven.
What?
It's I can let me try to find you the statistics I had because you were talking about statistics before,
Uh-huh.
and I'm gonna try to find you the statistics I just quoted about getting a high school degree, getting a job, not getting married. But you just said something trying to deny my argument by saying that if you do what you did, you will get wealthy or you will not be poor, and that's not true. What I'm trying to say is that individual experience does not apply to statistics.
Okay, but statistics are ways of averaging out how people will act. Like most people will act in predictable ways.
Well, you cannot have 2 million Destinies streams.
Exactly, because most people.
What you can have is 2 million people working.
Okay.
That's what you have.
A kid at the age of 12 years old should know not to handle a gun and shoot a friend, correct? Right? He should know that. At 12 years old, you shouldn't be shooting
I don't know
kids, right?
if a 12-year-old should know how to handle a
No,
gun.
maybe he shouldn't, but he should know to avoid them, right? However, if I go into classrooms all across the country and I put firearms in every single classroom, chances are, just statistically speaking, that there will be people shooting each other. It'll happen. Statistically speaking, it'll happen. People will shoot each other. Now,
That's why we don't put guns in classrooms.
Okay, so but we're getting right because statistically people act in pretty predictable ways. If people are born into poor environments in single-family households, these are very high predictors for bad education and for crime. It's just statistics. This is what'll happen. Now, not everybody will do it. Some people might be able to rise above, but in general, most people born into a certain statistic or a certain lifestyle will remain in that certain lifestyle. It's just statistically, that's just how things work. Not everybody can rise above their class and become like a totally different person. Right?
Okay, so what's your point?
My point was that the statistics are important.
Of course they are important. That's why the statistics say that if you get a high school degree, don't have a kid, and get a job, you will most likely not be in the...
Okay, but the argument is the people that are going to get kids early on and drop out of high school and not be able to get jobs, there are disproportionately higher groups of people that are more likely to happen to than other people.
No, but this is not a problem. Listen, man, you're trying to use statistics, and then you're also acknowledging that individuals matter. If you use statistics, individuals do not matter. So I'm using statistics trying to say that individuals do not matter. I'm trying to say that if 100% of our young people follow these rules, 90% will not be poor. And you're trying to say that, okay, 90% will not be poor, but what about this kid? He's gonna be poor. Or what about this other kid? Maybe he's gonna be poor. It doesn't apply like that. What I'm trying to say is that you follow these rules that can be taught in school. You can teach this in school. Don't have kids before you're married. Get a job and get the high school degree, and you'll not be poor. People don't get it, man. Like, how hard is to understand these kind of rules? And this is fucking common sense. Like, you don't have to be genius to understand that you have to get these three things before you actually start your life. Like, before you actually begin. I don't know, man. I'm kind of making no sense, maybe, because
I understand what
excited.
you're saying, but the problem is you have an inability to. Do you know what empathy means?
Oh yeah, I'm very pessimistic, and
No,
I
no,
don't
no.
have any empathy towards
don't,
people.
yeah, that's a bad thing. You have to be able to empathize with other people, right?
Man,
This would be the equivalent
everybody,
of me
listen.
giving, but like you're telling me that I should get up in front of a room of people and I should tell all these people like, why are you guys so poor? Like, figure out what you're good at and you just go get a job making a ton of money like I do. Like, why are you guys so poor? Like, why are you so dumb? Why are you having children out of wedlock? Why you can't afford this shit? Guys, just stop being stupid. This is common sense. But that doesn't work on most people. If most people were capable of doing that, there would be no poor people. Everybody would just be a fucking business owner and everybody would be rich.
And that's the point. And that's the point. People are too emotional. I don't care about other people's feelings.
It's
Like,
not
I
well.
don't care about them. I don't care. Like, you can be like, unless you are my family, like close family. Unless you're my mother, you're my sister, you're my, well, not my aunt. I don't care about my aunt. But here comes the point. Unless you're my mother, my sister, or my cat, I don't care about your feelings. Like, being honest, I don't care. Like, I'm talking with you because I respect your opinion, and I think that having a civil discussion with someone is something of matter. But I'm not gonna be, if someone comes to me like in the street and he tells me, man, I have my feelings hurt, I'm gonna be like, fuck off, you know what I mean? Like, I don't give a fuck. And most people are like me. I don't give a fuck about other people's feelings. I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm sorry, I don't give a fuck. And that's what most people think. They don't give a fuck. You can deny me, but people don't give a fuck. Like, maybe in a social way they give a fuck because it's the thing accepted by society, but people don't give a fuck. Being honest, people don't give a fuck.
Maybe.
Like, I experienced this. People don't give a fuck about your feelings.
Sure. Okay. I feel like we're gonna not agree on this point.
No. We don't have to agree. I'm just trying to explain you my point of view.
Okay.
But here comes the point.
Okay.
Wait. Is my next point. I have everything on notes.
Okay.
You said that. Wait. Let me try to find it. Okay, so explain to me how you're saying that it's not all about the religion or the culture of the refugees.
Oh, I don't want to go over all this again, dude.
No.
I just talked about this for like 3 hours. Oh no, don't do it to me.
I'm sorry, I just got it noted, and I'm just curious about what you think about how Sweden went from one of the most liberal countries to the number 2 leading in rapes, like the number 2 country leading in rapes from the world after accepting all these refugees. So, how do you explain that? Is there a correlation?
I don't know, dude. I don't know because I'm not familiar with those statistics. So.
No. Sweden was one of the most. Sweden had like 400 rapes per year in 2008, and now it has 6,000. It's a 1,100 increase in 4 or 5 years. And I'm telling you, it's the number 2 rape country in the world, like per 100,000 in statistics. So what's up? What do you think about that?
I don't know. I would have to go and read into the stats and figure out. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Bro, I donated $60. I need answers.
What do you want me to say? Okay, it's because of the fucking dirty Muslim refugees. That's probably why they're raping everybody. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know the stats. I would have to go and look at it. I can't give it.
Okay. I give you a break. Don't
Okay.
worry. Okay, so what do you think about overpopulation? I think it's a disgrace.
What do you think about what?
Overpopulation.
It's not a problem in the world.
Of course it is a problem.
No,
man.
it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Come on.
What? What do you think overpopulation is only a problem in poor countries. All the rich countries in the world don't have overpopulation problems anymore. We all have negative birth rates now.
Yes, of course, because we have negative birth rates. We don't have problems with overpopulation. Do you see where you're like going with this?
No, where am I going with this?
Oh man, let me try to explain you. At some point, like our planet doesn't have infinite resources. It's not how to call? It's not a Doraemon pocket. You know Doraemon? Doraemon?
No.
Fuck! It was like Japanese cartoon. He had like a pocket. He could take anything from it.
Okay.
So it's not one of those pockets. You cannot take infinite resources from our planet. It's not fuck. It's not infinite. So what my point is, when are we gonna get to the point where we will reach the crashing point? When are we gonna get to the point where our population is not going to be able to sustain itself?
I don't know. I don't know the answer to this. These are some complicated fucking questions, dude.
Of course you do not know. No one knows. But my point here is, it's gonna be soon. You can see this from, for example, you can see this from how the deer population grows when there's no predators around. We don't have predators. And we are also mammals. How do you call it? Mammals? Mammals, yeah. We are mammals. And our population has been growing from the 1800s until now in an exponential way. So what is the point where we are so numerous, we're just going to starve to death? What is the point?
I don't know. I can't possibly answer their question, dude.
Yes, but we are expected to double our population of 7 billion by 2014. 40.
Are you sure about that?
Well, that's the prediction.
From who?
Some government.
When I was growing up, I don't know how old you are, but in the late 90s and the early 2000s, overpopulation was a huge meme. Everybody thought that we were all going to explode and there's going to be 50 billion people by the year 2020. But what we found when we looked at civilization was that as countries became of a certain level of wealth, their birth rates tapered off. And right now, when you look in the Western worlds, like if you look up like birth rate, United States, all of our birth rates are negative. The average woman gives birth to 1.88 children, right? That's not, it needs to be 2 for it to be positive, right? I assume. Japan is 1.4, the UK is 1.9. I'm pretty sure if you look at most countries in the Western world, that all of those births have like tapered off. Now, if you look at developing countries like India, or I'm sure there are countries in Africa and shit where the people are poor as fuck, the birth rates are higher, okay? But for all of the Western world, I think that birth rates have been declining, so I don't think we're gonna like spike up and hit this like 50 billion population.
Here's the point. Western world had declining population growth, but that's not my point. My point is that overall population growth has been sporadically increasing, and that's a problem because at some point we're gonna reach a number of people which our planet cannot sustain.
Okay.
And this is a very, very huge problem because, I'm trying to say you, what I'm trying to say to you is that this is gonna practically collide with the peak oil problem, because we reached peak oil a long time ago, and when oil runs out, and we have fucking 10 billion people or 8 billion people, doesn't matter, on the planet, and we don't have any more oil to transport our food or to transport our cars, um, move our solar panels. We don't have more 8 gallon. No, 8 gallon. It's not. It's. I think it's 4 gallons per tire for your cars. When oil runs out, and when we have so many people on the planet, what are we going to do? We're just gonna die off, man.
I mean, it could happen. I don't know. I can't answer. I don't know when this is gonna happen, dude.
Dude, it's like saying that there's like you cannot. Let me try to explain this to you in a logical way. Saying that there's infinite resources in our planet is the same as saying that
I
our
don't think
planet.
there are infinite resources on our
Okay,
planet.
so if there's not infinite resources in our planet, how is there that there's not gonna be peak oil?
There will be peak oil.
Of course, of course. So there is peak oil. There is gonna be, or there was, or here's what I mean. So at some point, oil is gonna run out. So how are you gonna subsidize it?
I don't know. I'm not sure. You're asking
Okay,
like
so you don't know, you don't know. So regular people, you're regular people. So your regular people don't know.
Okay.
So, okay, so what's the solution? What I'm trying to say is that
alternative energy,
this can
solar
be
power
this can
and
be
wind and shit. Maybe.
solar power. So who's gonna move the solar panels from the factory to the point they're installed? Who's gonna invest 40 gallons of oil into moving the solar panels from the factory?
Maybe they'll be ran by
no.
electric
Okay, wait.
vehicles and not gas vehicles.
Electric vehicles. Okay, so who's gonna use 80 gallons of oil to create those electrical vehicles? Who's gonna
Maybe they'll use electricity to create the vehicles that are come from solar panels.
Okay, so who's gonna use it's 6 gallons of oil per tire, I believe it is, or 4 gallons of oil per tire. I don't know.
Maybe they'll use sun energy to do it.
Yeah, but for this kind of change to happen, you'll need at least, I don't know, 60, 80 years to adapt. And we're talking about to adapt, like to invest a lot of resources in solar/wind energy so you can change all the resources we're using right now as oil. So if you're saying that we're gonna run out of oil at some point, why are we not investing in
because it hasn't become economically feasible yet. Oil is still too cheap.
So wait. Of course, we're not, it's not restrictive. But here's my point. So how long do we have to wait until people realize this is a problem? How long?
I don't know.
It's too late. People are saying it's too late already. People like economists, how to say, electric. I don't even know what's the name of those dudes, but they like design like the energetic consumption of states, blah blah blah. What the point is, people are saying it's too late already, and the companies are not investing in it. We're having too much faith into the system, and the system has failed us every day since it was created. Just look back. You cannot trust the system. You were talking about this before. You're saying that you cannot trust Trump, you cannot trust Hillary, because you cannot trust the system.
I mean, the system has given us good things too. We're talking to each other over thousands of miles in front of thousands of people because of what the system has given us, right?
Of course, because of the how do you call that? Shit. When you have too much
abundance.
Abundance, yeah, because of our abundance. Right now we are in the point of where maybe we are, maybe we were, but we're still very abundant in resources. But the more people we got, the more consumption we have, the more I'm not talking about Bernie Sanders niggers. Quit the shit in the chat. Come on, like being honest. Like I'm talking about real like how to say shit. I lost the word. Whatever. I'm talking about like real things right now, man. Like you cannot deny that oil is gonna end. You
I'm not
cannot deny
denying
that.
it. I just don't
Like
know the answers to
I'm
any.
talking about the chat. I'm talking about the chat.
Oh,
Like the chat is going ape shit because I'm supposedly saying things that is not gonna happen.
what are we
Like
gonna
it's
do in
gonna
the
happen.
what? You know that eventually the sun's gonna run out too. What are we gonna do when the sun runs out?
No. You're the
What?
sun is gonna run out in a couple of billion years.
Is
The
it
oil is
really
gonna run
billions? I
out.
thought it was hundreds of millions.
Doesn't matter.
Oh.
That's too much of a
Oh, never mind. It's 5 billion years. Okay, so we've got some time.
5 billion. Okay, so 5 billion compared to 50 years.
Okay.
How much of a difference is that? 50 years to 5 billion. How much is the difference? You tell me.
It's a lot.
Like,
I mean, it's like 10
come
orders of
on,
magnitude different.
doubly fighter.
What?
Keep
Oh.
quiet. Nah, I'm just stuck in the chat.
Oh,
Double
okay.
fighter. So yeah, man, what I'm trying to say is that people have to keep quiet and they keep thinking that we're gonna be fine. It's like we're not gonna be fine. I don't know. Maybe it's me thinking the worst of the human race. Maybe it's you thinking the best.
Maybe. I don't know what we're thinking about right now. I'm really lost, dude.
Man, listen. We're gonna get fucked sooner or
Maybe.
later.
Maybe we'll be okay though.
Oh man, you cannot have faith in humanity. We have destroyed every single faith. Like faith, no. We have destroyed every single hope we have. Like, you remember before World War Two, when Jewish people in Europe were saying that nah, World War Two can happen. We learned from World War One, and before that, in World War One, when people were saying nah, we learned from Napoleon, man. We know that war is bad. And before that, like you can go back and you can see people saying that nah, we learned our lesson. Human race doesn't learn their lesson. Like we're gonna fail and fail again. And the more people there is, the bigger is gonna be the fame, the fail.
Well then. Okay. I'm gonna go get food because I'm hungry and I don't want there to be no food left by the time I go get it in case it's global food supplies are running out. So,
Yeah, better you get off, man.
do you have any final questions or final thoughts for?
Um, 1 second. I'm
Okay.
gonna check my notes.
Okay.
Oh yeah. You said that many Kurdish people thought that their how to say their country had population, like not population, parts of their country.
Wait, what?
You said that different Kurdish people having different territories.
Yeah, the
Like
Kurdish people seem to want their own country or whatever, but yeah.
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 So what do you think about Ukrainian people wanting their own country and about Russia actually invading Ukraine?
Don't you have a country of your own called Ukraine?
Yes, we do have, but actually we're getting invaded.
Oh, well, they stopped invading, right? You still have the Crimea.
No, they did not.
Who's still invading you guys?
Well, there was a very big offensive actually recently.
Oh,
Like there was.
well, that sucks.
Russia is actually mobilizing troops, bro. Like, so if Western people are not like, look at the chat. Western people are not actually recognizing that Ukraine is a country. So why we should recognize that those Kurdish people should have their country?
Wait, we
What's your point?
recognize Ukraine as a country. What do you mean?
No, look at the chat. People are just chipping out. They're saying like, go back to Ukraine, a country, like a country, like some guy said. Like, fuck that, man. Like,
I don't know. Huh, okay. I'm fucking hungry, okay? Maybe that's impacting my ability to think, so I'm gonna go get food. I think Ukraine is a country, if that makes you feel better.
No, I don't care about what other people thinking. I'm just asking for your opinion, man.
Oh, well, yeah, even I'm of the opinion that Ukraine is a country.
That's good.
Okay.
I'm glad.
All right. Well, thanks for
Well,
the,
maybe we'll talk some other day. I donate $60, right?
okay. I love you, buddy. I appreciate the conversation.
Yeah, later.
All right. Holy fuck. Okay, today has been too much for me. I'm gonna go get food. Jesus fucking Christ, guys. You all blow my fucking mind. I'm gonna go get food. And then, I'm gonna come back and we're gonna play the leagues, okay? That's the fucking goal for today. We're getting Plat 2 tonight. I wanna fucking believe, boys. Follow me on Twitter if you don't already. Fuck, I should have spent it away. I've been having problems with my internet last night too. I don't know why. That really bothers me. I'm not sure what happened. I probably dropped like... I probably still have like 3,500 viewers right now, but I dropped a ton of people every time I got DC'd. But anyway, yeah, I'll be back in like an hour, guys, okay? I love you. Be careful. Stay safe. Have fun.